feel kind of fine, standing next to you. Baby girl, how do I look in my jewelry? Would you tell me the truth? Stay with me and love me through the night. Endlessly, I'ma keep on my chains when I'm making love to you. Hold me close and let me squeeze you tight through the night. Baby girl, how do I look in my jewelry? Would you tell me the truth? Do you like my jewelry? Watch me go zoom, zoom. Baby girl, how do I look in my jewelry? Would you tell the truth? Stay with me and love me through the night. Endlessly, I just wanna know how you feel. Tell me, am I doing it right? I may be covered in hair, but I still smell like a baby. Let me know, how do I look in my jewelry? Don't lie to me, let me rock you all night long. I'm trying to impress you, girl. Let me know, how do I look in my jewelry? I'm trying to get intimate. Let me love you like you never been before, baby. You have to like what they give. Overcome because, baby girl, how do I look in my jewelry? Did I tell you right? Did you wear the dress just for me? Cause I'm trying to smash, baby girl, I'm smashing my jewelry. Cause it's only right. Do you like the way my eyes drift in the light? Baby girl, do you like me like my jewelry? Let me know. Would you let me know? Let me know. Let's make love till we fall asleep. I love the way you feel next to me. Baby, you look so good in this moonlight. Stay with me and love me through the night. Baby, let's make love till we fall asleep.
And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to the Rick T Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Holmes, along with my good longtime friend, Jello Rexroad. How you doing, brother?
Good up yourself.
I'm well, man. Tonight we are missing Tony. He did have an unfortunate accident. He cracked his brand new fucking phone. So he couldn't be here tonight, but he will be tuning in chat here soon and commenting with you guys. So he'll still be here, just not literally on screen here. But let's get right into it, man. Before we start on episode 29, I do want to remind everybody to go follow and subscribe to us on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, to show us some love and for you to keep updated with all of our new posts, videos, and news updates with sports and the Rick T Podcast. Now, Jello, let's get right into it, man. We did have some breaking news about 20, 30 minutes ago. I wish they could have waited 20, 30 minutes. But Matt Stafford has been traded to the Los Angeles Rams for Jared Goff, 2 potential first-round picks in the future and a third-round pick, bro. So there is some shit going on with this trade.
Absolutely.
There is, for real, some fucking shit, and I don't know how I feel about it. But it's interesting. Honestly, Jello, let me ask you, if you were a Rams fan, so let's put this in Denver's perspective. Say they did the same trade to Denver. Denver gave up 2 first-round picks, Drew Lock, and a third-round pick. How are you feeling about this?
So, I mean, when you look at it from the Rams standpoint, it's a good thing for them. They have drafted well. People like Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, stuff like that. So the team's drafted well. So they have 3 pretty solid running backs in the backfield. So their big thing there was it's not about the future. So I guess giving up those picks isn't a huge thing for them at that point. When they get a veteran like Matt Stafford, who is a winner himself in an organization that doesn't like to win, in the Detroit Lions. So, like they said, they weren't trying to get rid of Goff, but we all knew they were. We just didn't know when or who for. So for the Rams overall, I don't think it's the worst trade out there. I think they did give up a little bit too much, but getting Matt Stafford into that organization with the receivers they have, I think it'll do great. It's Goff's career where that's up in the air at this point. So
Yeah, I completely agree on that. Honestly, I'm watching the stream right here on my phone, but I don't see their comments popping up here. So if you guys want to shoot over to the YouTube, I'm not even going to front, shoot over to the YouTube or the Facebook Live and start watching it on there because my Twitch is being weird right now. So definitely shoot over to the YouTube or Facebook Live to watch it. Twitch is being hella fucking weird right now. It's putting stars on everything. Yeah, bro, it won't let me fucking do nothing. That's weird as hell. It's all good, Blake. Appreciate you for trying though. Go ahead and follow our Twitters and Instagrams and stuff like that. Like I said, shoot over to the YouTube. Get off of Twitch, everybody. Shoot over to YouTube. Do what you got to do. I don't know what the fuck is up with the Twitch right now, but it's being dumb as hell. Edit, save changes. It's just being weird. I see your guys' comments here, but I don't see them on the screen. So apologies to everybody. But seriously, like you just said, bro, it's fucking crazy. Jared Goff going to Detroit.
Yep.
Matt Stafford coming to LA for 2 first-round picks. There we go. There's my boy Tony on Facebook. I'm telling you, I don't know what's wrong with the Twitch, but Facebook and YouTube are working. So if you guys want to just click those links, I'm actually going to drop the YouTube link down below, just so you guys can shoot over to the YouTube and watch it on there. It's a lot easier. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but we're going to get it right. We're definitely going to get it right. But yeah, like I said, for 2 first-round picks, Matt Stafford is in like his 13th season or some shit like that. Or his 9th.
2009.
Yeah, 2009. So yeah, so like 10 or 11th season. Like it's impressive to get 2 first rounds for a player like that. If it was me in Dallas, I personally wouldn't like it, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck is going on with it, but that's just me. I wouldn't fuck with it too much.
That's probably why he didn't end up on Dallas. They probably wanted the same picks and Dak out of it, and the Rams were willing to give that up while they might not have been. So because he grew up in Texas, if I'm not mistaken, so that's where he wanted to go. But
yeah,
he's in LA.
I feel it. I would rather be in LA too. I'm not even gonna lie. LA is a nice ass place. I would fuck with it. But let's get right into the next segment. Tony's not here. Like I said, he cracked his phone. So glad I have insurance on my phone. Yeah, I bet you fucking are. But I'm taking over Discounted Smoke this week, and I'm actually pretty excited. So let's get right into it. Like I said, shoot over to the YouTube, the Facebook. Watch it on there because I'm seeing your guys' comments down below on my phone, but I'm not seeing them on the screen. I can't pop them up for everybody. Hey, no bullshit. Discounted Smoke is a portion of the Rick T. Cobb podcast, usually presented and answered by your co-host Tony, but today it's going to be answered by moi. And where I'm giving no free smoke, but maybe a little bit of discounted smoke to 3 NFL, NCAA, NBA players, coaches, etc., who I think are a bust and catch or in week whatever, man. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to start off with what we were just talking about. My first discounted smoke is going to go to the Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams, I'm going to say coaching staff and management. Them trading Jared Goff for 2 potential first-round picks and a third-round pick for Matt Stafford. This is out fucking rageous. I can't believe it. Matt Stafford is definitely better than Jared Goff as of now. I'm not going to say Jared Goff couldn't potentially, work his shit and get better. But this trade is just outrageous, man. 2 first-round picks for Matt Stafford when you can't even get something like that for Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know, man. It's definitely going to be an interesting 2021-2022 season, though. I'm excited to see what both quarterbacks do with their brand new teams. And I'm excited to see what they go, man. But let's get right into discounted smoke number 2. I'm also going to stay with the staff and the management. But it's going to be the Houston Texans, man. The way their coaches and their is it the owner, I believe, they did their interview. I think it was yesterday. Yeah. They came on the stand in front of a bunch of people in masks with microphones and pencils and straight said, we are not trading Deshaun Watson. We are excited to see what we can do with him in the future. He's not going anywhere. I'm excited to coach this man. It'll be interesting. Bro, he already been tweeted. He then said that he wants out of Houston. Right after that, Deshaun Watson took everything Houston Texans off of his pages, off of his Twitter, off of his Instagram, and stuff like that. So it's not looking very good for the Houston Texans management, especially when they don't even have a first-round pick. And if they can't get rid of Deshaun Watson, what are you going to build around him?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have nothing to give him. He already has nothing, and I think now you're losing William or Fuller. Fuller V, I think, is done.
JJ Watt's gone.
JJ Watt's
For
gone.
sure.
Like, dude, you have nothing to build on in Houston. It's going to be a tough role. I don't know why the man took that job, but it's definitely going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what they can do, though. You know what I mean? Another Texas team. I'm excited to see what they can do. But let's get right into the third and final one. That's the Colorado Rockies, man.
Yeah.
The Colorado fucking Rockies. They traded their best fucking player the other day. What was his name, Jello?
Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado. He's literally the Colorado Rockies' best player, and they didn't even get 2 first rounds and a third for him.
Right, exactly.
They didn't even get that for him. They got a bunch of farm players, and they gave him plus a bunch of money away, bro. So I'm really not feeling the Colorado Rockies. Being from Colorado, it's definitely tough to see. I'm not a real Rockies fan. I'm a Minnesota Twins fan. But seeing my home team do that dumb shit like that and just get worse when I've seen them in the World Series in my lifetime, you know what I mean? I was excited about that shit. So to see them just going straight downhill, it's definitely not looking good for them. So third and final discount smoke is the Colorado Rockies, man. But we're going to get right into the next one, which you guys already know what it is. It's here every week. Jello shots. Tough. That's tough. Man, let's get right into it. You guys already know what it is. Jello shot. Jello shots is a 3-part system towards a player, team, game, etc. Shot 1 is his mystery take. Is a shot Jello takes that he isn't very confident in, but could really happen this week. Shot 2 is his bold take. A shot Jello is going to make that he's 100% confident in. And shot 3 is his regret take. Jello's biggest, boldest take of the week that could come back and bite him in his ass. And in this situation, it could be in any sport. It could kind of be in any subject because there's not really a lot of NFL games or NFL game at all this weekend. So go ahead and take it away, Jello. What's your mystery take, bro?
All right. So take number 1, going with it. Hornets start winning. The Charlotte Hornets start winning a ton of games here. And that's just, I mean, this team is deep. People don't think so. I was really critical of this team at the beginning of the year and LaMelo Ball. But I like what this team is doing right now. So, I mean, you got PJ Washington, Cody Martin, Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham, Bismack Biyombo. You have Miles Bridges, LaMelo Ball. Like, this team is deep, and their record might reflect it now, but I think this team just starts balling out and beating everybody this year. It's that crazy year. Look at the Jazz right now winning 10 in a row. So I think it's good to start coming the Hornets' way right now. So got to see it. Got to show love to MJ's team. So, and on that whole winning streak, going to number 2, going big with this one, Nuggets beat the Jazz and take out their winning streak here. We did just lose 9 to the Spurs, but we did win 5 before that, 5 in a row. So we're at 11-8 right now. And I like what this team is doing. We just got to work with Malone really at that point with his transitions of players. We got to get Porter back in the starting lineup. I think we put him in place of Paul Millsap at this point because Barton is doing better than he has been. So I think we can reflect and put him at that power forward position. He is 6'10". So, and then I think the Nuggets beat him. I think Nuggets could beat him by at least 12 in this game. I like the way they can spread the floor. I don't know Mitchell's status as of now, but he has been out. Gobert usually doesn't match up great in this game. Jokic is much better on the rebounding and the overall play. So I think Nuggets going to run with this game. And that's not me being biased. That's just me being a basketball fan at that point. So, and to move down, I think my boldest take now is the issues the Lakers are having are going to start coming to fruition quick here. This team was supposed to be the deepest team in the league. I don't like the pickups. They have not a lot of big scores on this team, and it's obvious throughout this year. So I mean, that's just the biggest thing for me. There is these issues are going to start popping up. AD's out. LeBron can't win without AD. Can AD win without LeBron at this point? I think they're so connected with each other that they need the other one to win. But with how the COVID protocols are going and how LeBron's injuries has come up in the past, same with AD at this point, I don't think they have enough players on their team, just like the Clippers, where if one of their big players is out, they can win. So I think they're going to start dropping a few games and a few surprising ones at that.
Oh, I completely agree on that. Those were some fire ass takes. Tony actually liked them. Tony said we are in 5th. We can pick it back up, baby.
Absolutely.
Nuggets Nation 7. Or he said Nuggets in 7.
Yep.
I wouldn't go that far. Tony, I'm going to take your quote and say it is early, my man. It is way too early to predict some shit like that. I love your confidence, though, man. You already know you should be on here saying it in person, but yo, dumbass, cracked your phone. What are you doing? If you call me tomorrow morning with a new phone, I might fucking drive up there and fight you, though, for real. I'm like, motherfucker, you lying, motherfucker. But those are great takes, Jello. I appreciate you for your Jello shots. But you guys already know what it is. Rick T Podcast, scratching the surface time. You guys know what it is. Already know what it is. Rick T Podcast, scratching the surface. Let's get right into it. We talked about these subjects a little bit, Jello, but we're going to get right back into them.
Yep.
The Texans' new coach and GM stated yesterday in a press conference that we are not trading Deshaun Watson. We do not plan to trade Deshaun Watson anytime soon. Do you actually see Deshaun Watson staying is the question. Like, I just straight up, do you see him staying? If you do, why not? If so, why not?
No. So this is the thing. For a quarterback of his stature, yes, he led in pass yards this year, for example, but he has no line around him. He was getting hit a lot. They have no run game out of Duke or David Johnson this year. It's so inconsistent. You have no big receivers. You have Brandon Cooks. You cut Kenny Stills, which was part of that big Miami deal where you gave your picks up. Laramie Tunsil, the other person you got out of that trade, isn't doing well. He was supposed to be this huge left tackle, but a lot of penalties and a lot of missed protection there out of him. They don't have a good line. They don't have a run game. They don't have receivers who can get those solid passes. Will Fuller V is pretty consistent, but we'll see how that goes this year if he's out. There's no receivers. His defense can't keep him on the field long enough to where the offense is getting tired. J.J. Watt wants out. You got Bradley Roby in there, but outside of that, there's nothing. So it's just that team. It's starting to look like the Bengals or the older Browns at this point, where quarterbacks go to die, and he doesn't want to die, so he wants out. And it's completely understandable. Same with the Jags. It's just a team where star players get drafted by to leave later down the road. So he's going to be out. Even if he has to pay all this money to not play, he will sit out until he can leave. He will not play. It's not good for his career. J.J. Watt said that to him personally. So Watson's out. No matter how much the Texans think they're going to keep him, it's not going to happen. He's out.
I completely agree on that. The question was, do I actually see Deshaun Watson staying after some bullshit said about him like that? I absolutely do not. He's proven a point once. He's proven a point twice. How many times is he going to have to prove the same point, that he doesn't want to be a Houston Texan? He wants nothing to do with that team. New coach, new GM. It doesn't matter. He wants nothing to do with that team. They have nothing to build around. They have no players. D Hop even said on NFL Versus the other night, that's my quarterback, the ex-Texan. Maybe he has some insights that we don't, but him saying that makes me think that maybe he knows something that we just don't know yet. You know what I mean? He's out of there. That's basically what he's saying. And I believe it. I wouldn't want to be there. I don't know one quarterback that's going to want to be there. They have no first-round draft pick, so they're not drafting a quarterback. The only way they're getting a draft pick to draft a quarterback, unless they get one, is if they trade him, kind of in a Jared Goff, Matt Stafford situation, which obviously is not happening. I don't know why it hasn't happened yet. That's got to be the hottest quarterback on the market this offseason. He's definitely hotter on the market than Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's a great quarterback, but I would rather have Deshaun Watson. You know what I mean? I don't know.
So that's the biggest thing. Sorry for interrupting, but he is the hottest quarterback with the team being reluctant, and he has the no trade clause. So if they try to trade him to a team he doesn't want to go to, he can step in and say no, and he has full power to do so. So I think he'll be the last quarterback dealt this year. I think it'll be later in this offseason, closer to the season, where finally they realize that he's not going to play, so they try to get whatever they can out of him and kind of scramble, which I think will work out for whatever team they trade him to in their favor. So it's going to be crazy because they're saying this is the biggest trade ever in the NFL to Watson. So, and I know everyone's saying Miami, everyone's saying the Jets. I don't think so. I think you have bigger teams out there where 49ers, Broncos, Raiders, for example, all have these quarterbacks the Texans might be looking for, and teams like the Browns, for example. There's the big speculation that Baker will be traded for Watson, even without everything Baker did. What they said is your quarterback's great, don't get me wrong, but you have a chance at a quarterback that's better, you go for him. So like Adam Schefter said, there's 25 teams in the NFL that want Watson. You take out 2 now in the Lions and the Rams, so you're down to 23. So tons of teams want him, tons of teams willing to give up everything for him. So
I actually really like that Baker take. I think Baker has the personality to go take on that shit team. Maybe make it something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Baker is just different that way. I don't know what it is about Baker. I've been off of him for the last couple of weeks, but he does have some moxie. Deshaun Watson can definitely lead the Browns to something that Baker maybe can't. You know what I mean? Everyone knows Deshaun Watson's a little better than Baker, but I like that a lot. Tony's saying he's going to Miami. Jalen's saying no.
He's not going to the Saints.
But he's coming to the Big Easy.
They really don't have enough to give up for him at that point. They're not going for Winston. We all know that for a fact. So
facts.
They don't have enough to give up. I mean, they're not going to take defensive players. They're going a big pick, which the Saints have a later pick in the draft, which they don't want. They want early. So that's why those top 10 teams, everything, Cowboys at 10, Broncos at 9, Jets at 2, getting that number 3 pick from Miami, those are plausible. It's got to be one of those early picks. They don't want a late pick if they're going to draft a quarterback for that. And they're not taking Taysom Hill or Winston off the Saints' hands. Otherwise, they had something else to give. Yeah, I could see them going to the Saints, but not now.
I completely agree on that. That's actually a hot take. I like it a lot. Let's get into question number 2. Chat, great quality. That's great quality you guys have going on out there. Great quality. Jay said, Jello, shut the fuck up. We would trade Mike and some draft picks. Oh, no.
Like I said, they don't have the draft picks to give up to what the Texans want. If they're not getting a quarterback out of the situation, they want a high draft pick to get a good quarterback.
He was legally blind. That's got to be my favorite quote on this whole show.
Right.
Sponsored by Tony. No, that quote is dead ass. # Tony. You already know what it is, Tony. But let's get into question number 2. Like I said, Big Ben said he would take a pay cut just to play another season with the Steelers. So the question to you, man, is do you think the Steelers even want Big Ben back?
At this point, their record still states that, yes, Ben did something last year. But the big thing here is Juju's most likely going to be leaving. His contract is up.
Wow.
I
didn't know that.
Yeah, so he was drafted in 2017. So I think this is his contract was up this year. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But if he moves on, this is the thing. They picked up Dwayne Haskins. They have Mason Rudolph, Delvin Hodges, and our Joshua Dobbs as of now. I think that pickup of Haskins was not necessarily Ben doesn't want to play for them, but do the Steelers want Ben back? And if he still wants to play, I bet they trade him or cut him. And that's just he's 16, 17 seasons in the league. He got drafted in 2004. He's not able to run. He's big. He's had issues with his knees, now his elbow, making a lot of mistakes. I think they're going young quarterback. They drafted Mason Rudolph for a reason. They picked up Haskins for a reason. I think that's what they're going with this at this point is they want a mobile quarterback, and that's not Ben. They don't have a huge run game, so they want a quarterback who's able to be mobile where he is not. So I think he is done in Pittsburgh. As tough as it might be, as much as he wants to play, even if you're paying this quarterback $0, even if they have him, he's not going to play, in my opinion. Not after all the mistakes after this past year.
I completely agree on that. Just a quick add-on to that. If you guys are commenting and we can't get them on the screen, you guys are on Twitch. I don't know what's going on with my Twitch. My Twitch is fucking up. So go over to the YouTube. I dropped the link in the comments, or the Facebook Live. That's my Facebook page who just dropped it. I know a couple people were watching on Facebook. I know a couple people were watching on YouTube. So if you guys want your comments on the screen, I don't mind you guys watching on Twitch. I really don't. You guys can stay watch there if it's easiest for you guys. But if you want your comments to be on screen, definitely go to the Facebook Live or the YouTube. Just shoot over there, link in the bio. But I completely agree with that. I think they're going young quarterback. I don't even know what situation they're going, whether it's free agency, trade, or drafting. But I do think I agree with you on that. I think they're going young quarterback either way.
Which they already have. So I don't think they're drafting. I think they're going to draft offensive lineman because Pouncey was talking about retirement. So you got to fill that hole. I don't know about Joe Hayden. If he's going to retire, he's still getting up there. So, no, not going to happen. No,
I don't see it happening either.
Okay,
but
once again,
it's a good take.
This is the only reason why I say no. The Steelers don't have a high enough draft pick to get a quarterback they want. They have no quarterback on the team that the Houston Texans want. There's no way they want Rudolph. They definitely don't want Haskins. Otherwise, they would have signed him before the Steelers at that point. And they don't want Big Ben. They can't run the ball as it is. They don't want Big Ben there. So, once again, if they had a higher draft pick, yes. But as of now, no.
I completely agree with that. Great take on that. Let's get right into question number 3. Tony Romo. This is a guy right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy. What's up? Is it working? Of course it's working, Zylo. Welcome to the chat. I told you to just shoot over to the YouTube or shoot over to the Facebook, and that shit is working. I don't know what's going on with the Twitch. I have no clue. I said LOL for a reason, Jello. Jeez. Hey.
I didn't see that LOL.
I'm saying we can't tell you're being sarcastic in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on screen. We can't get the facial emotions, like the voice structure. We can't see it.
Yeah, I mean, just because we named this segment after what Tony does to his phone doesn't mean we can pick it all up. So,
yeah, I don't know why this is not dropping the links. But definitely go support us. Yeah. Tony Romo, like I said, this is a guy right here. This is the highest paid sports broadcaster in the world. How the fuck? I'm truly, what the fuck? But he said if Pat Mahomes loses this game, he will never be able to catch Brady in his legacy. So my question to you is, do you agree that Super Bowl 55 is the biggest game that Pat Mahomes will ever play?
No. So this is my thing. Tony Romo is smart when it comes to the game of football. He says a lot, but the one thing he never did was win a championship. I got to lay that out there because that's what this is about at that point.
I agree.
So, no, Mahomes doesn't. Even if he loses this one, he's going to outlast Brady. And as we can see, that's really, and Rodgers is getting older. What other competition does he have as of now? Even with these younger quarterbacks going to these teams, they're not looking as prolific as everybody is saying at that point. He is the true winner. And Brady, 21 years in the league, has been to 10, won 6. Mahomes at this point can have that long of a career, if not longer, due to the advances in everything when it comes to sports. He's a much better quarterback than Brady, in my opinion. He's more, as an overall quarterback, he's better. He has people on his team who love him like family, where Brady had a lot of guys in and out at that point. So I think Mahomes could win 8, for example, and that's coming from a Broncos fan. The man is good enough to where he could go to any team and make that team better. So even if he loses this game, that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean he can't beat every single record Brady has at this point, and he probably will. Look what he's done. Before he turned 25, Super Bowl MVP, NFL MVP, Super Bowl winner. Now at 25, he's a $500 million man, partial owner of the Royals. Like, he can do it all, and he does it well. So this game, it's a big game. Don't get me wrong. Last year's game was bigger for him than this one to win his first one. Now he's already won it, so even if he loses, that doesn't take anything away from him at that point, because he still took his team and beat all these other teams that people said he couldn't and took him to the Super Bowl. So you lose to Brady, you lose to Brady. 6 other people already have. You win, you got your second Super Bowl in your technical 4th season in the league. So I don't think this means as much as Romo's putting into the mix at this point.
I completely agree with that. I think Romo's a little extra. Tony Romo said if Pat Mahomes loses this game, he will never be able to catch Brady in his legacy. So the question was, do I think Super Bowl 55 is going to be the most important game that he'll ever play? I don't think it'll be the most important, but I think it'll be one of the most important. Not only to the Tom Brady legacy, I think it'll be important to his own legacy. You know what I mean? Tom Brady's went to some Super Bowls, came short. You know what I mean? Everyone's done it. But imagine if he didn't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just if you want a legacy, that's the legacy you should be chasing. It shouldn't be, I want to beat Tom Brady. Fuck that. Be better than Tom Brady. You already making more money than the guy. You already got one Super Bowl. Join that club with him in the second Super Bowl. If you're not going to win this game, then fuck it. Get on to next year. Start training harder. Get on to next year. Win more championships. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I definitely don't think this is going to be the most important game he'll play because there's a lot of quarterbacks coming up, man. There's a lot of quarterbacks coming up, and there's going to be a lot more Super Bowls in our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't think it's going to be the most important game that he'll play, but I think it'll be one of them, not for the Tom Brady legacy, but for Pat Mahomes' legacy himself. You know what I'm saying? Jalen said, fuck Tom.
Yeah.
Tony said, Tom Breach or Bregacy. Tom Bregacy. Bro, it's hard. Tom Brady legacy. Tom Brady legacy. That's what you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But let's get into the fourth and final question. And you might like this one a little bit better. LeBron James, after his 107-92 loss to the Pistons the other night, said, we got our legs twisted a little bit. So the question is, what to you is LeBron concerned about this year with the Lakers? Like, what is the number one concern to you that you think is going on with him?
His need of Anthony Davis, like I said before. Davis didn't play. They didn't win. I think this team revolves around two players way too much, where they have all these other players they picked up. They paid all these people all this money. They're in the luxury tax at this point. But if they don't have all of them, they don't win. And we've seen that it's very apparent at this point. They're so reliant on these two players where it's just like the Clippers without Kawhi and PG. They play all these other players and they cannot win. And I think that's the big thing revolving this team at this point. And I think it's going to be their biggest downfall is LeBron at his age and his risk of injuries. And even with this COVID stuff going on, all it takes is for one of them to be out for, 14 days, for example. You lose 8 games in that span and you drop low, you're defeated. Now teams know they can beat you. They know how to get past you at that point. Their record doesn't show it as of now, but it's how it is. It's running with exactly complacent is a great word to describe it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you got Gasol, I get it, nothing but a rebounder. You got Harrell, inconsistent on that end. Dennis Schroeder, very consistent, and he does those choppy little fouls just to get his free throws at that point. Alex Caruso, big fouler this year, really can't get his feet set under him. Kyle Kuzma's been somewhat more consistent, but he's not that player that can lead that team. So that's just where they're at. The team is deep per se, but not deep enough to win without both of those players being on the floor. Just look at the point differential when they're on the floor and when they're not, even with Davis's lower numbers at this point.
I completely agree on that. LeBron James, after his 107-92 loss to the Pistons the other night, said, we got our legs twisted a little bit. So the question to us was, what to you is LeBron concerned about, number one, with the Lakers team this year? Like you said, Anthony Davis didn't play. This team is revolving around 2 players. And my biggest thing, and yes, we are kind of considered media because we kind of broadcast and talk about these kind of situations. But the media puts so much on LeBron. And it's the same thing with Brady. It's like these guys have been doing it for year after year after year after year. And if they don't do it consistently, they just get hounded on. But you look at players like Sam Darnold, who just got drafted. He got drafted in like the top 5, top 10, and he's not doing shit. He got drafted top 3. Exactly, man. Like you can't roast players who have been consistent for 10, 15, 20 years and then not say anything about Sam Darnold. He's going to play somewhere. He's going to play somewhere. Dwayne Haskins got drafted in the first round. He's going to play somewhere. You know what I mean? I can't get with it, man. It's starting to piss me off. I'm really upset about it. Look, Miami doesn't need Watson. Whoever gets him is going to give up a lot for him, and I don't think Fins will do that.
I like that.
I like that too. We're not even on the Dolphins situation, but I fuck with that comment. I don't think that. My thing is I've been seeing all over ESPN and all this and all that, and it's obvious that the Texans are going to need a quarterback in return. You know what I mean? Unless you get a pick from the Dolphins in that top 4 range where you can draft one, a good one, which I just don't see happening. I see the Dolphins, if they even make that trade, giving up Tua with it. You know what I mean?
They have to, absolutely.
That gives you no reason to even draft that quarterback with that pick. But like my dad said, I don't see Miami doing that. Miami is consistent. They were a good team with Tua and Fitzmagic. Why would you just give up on that? And I get every player and every coach isn't sold on Tua, but that's the problem with this fucking league nowadays is they give him 1 year and they're like, nope. If you're not Justin Herbert you're not my quarterback. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. He led him to a better record than Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert's going to win Rookie of the Year.
Yep, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? He led him to a better record than Justin Jefferson, and Justin Jefferson's going to get second in Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many things that you have to put into place, and it pisses me off. But I like that comment. Kuzma wants out.
Not surprising. Okay, look at this, though. He's the only draft pick they have left outside of 2019 for the 3 years before that. Brandon Ingram, Thomas Bryant, you have Lonzo Ball, you have Kyle Hart, or I think it's Kyle Hart, or Josh Hart. Sorry, I don't know why I said Kyle. I was thinking Kyle Kuzma.
Josh Hart's cold too. So is Lonzo.
Yeah, and so they traded them. Ingram's gone. That's another big one. Thomas Bryant's with the Wizards at this point. So all these people they drafted are gone. And I know Kuzma wants to be somewhere else, and obviously there's something we don't know with him wanting out. But I think it's got to revolve this LeBron AD thing because his contract comes up this year, and it means he won't get paid anything because they can't afford him. So I guess that's not surprising there. And he's still not starting. He's been a 6th or 7th man behind Harrell, if I'm not mistaken. So that could also be a part in there.
Oof, yeah, I completely agree with that. Get to the next comment real quick. The Giants drafted Daniel Jones in the first round, and he doesn't earn anything. And my thing with this Zylo, and Zylo is our graphic designer at the Rick T Podcast. Shout out Zylo. But he's a Giants fan. This man is a big Giants fan, and he's saying that Daniel Jones hasn't lived up to expectations, which I agree. But a lot of people say that about Dak, and I think Dak has. You know what I'm saying? I think Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. He just doesn't have shit around him. I think it's kind of a Deshaun Watson situation. Like, you don't have a number 1 receiver in New York, bro.
Yeah, they do. Who? Darius Slayton.
He did very well this year. I will say he did very well this year. But is he I think he needs one more decent year like that to become a number 1. You know what I mean? He's kind of just came out of the bushes. He kind of Nelson Aguilar'd it. Like, Nelson Aguilar really wasn't shit. And then this year you're like,
yeah, and this was his 2nd year, so time to improve as well. So
yeah, completely agree on that. Next comment. Kuzma is solidified starter on 80% of teams in the NBA. I don't know much about basketball, and I haven't watched very much Kuzma tape or very many Lakers games with Kuzma playing. But Kuzma's very inconsistent from what I see. It's like one game I see him drop 25 with 8 rebounds, and he does very well. And then another game, or he'll go like 4 or 5 games, just ghost.
Well, so you have to look at his minutes as well. That's the big part there. That's true. Why that could be a big issue if he's not starting is I believe he is coming off the bench due to the fact that the position he plays. So that's the big one there at that point. So if he's not getting minutes one game, you can only score so much with the minutes you have. So could also be a big player in that as well. But his consistency is there. He might not be the biggest scorer every night, but the kid knows how to work and he knows how to play the game well. So I agree with Tony on that one. There's a ton of teams out there where he's a starter for years and years, no doubt.
He plays with LeBron. Of course he's inconsistent. And that's a good point. That's a very good point. But like I said, people put so much on LeBron. He puts a lot on himself. It's just, I think he just wants to play with his son and then he's done.
Yeah, basically. He wants to do what Tom Brady can't do at this point.
Dead ass. Tom Brady. Shout out to Tom Brady, though. That was the first person he went and seen after his win was his son. Yep. Shouted him out, told him he'd call him later. Love you, bud. didn't kiss him on the lips, and he didn't do it. When I seen that, I was like, don't.
Right.
Don't
Everyone
do
was just
it.
waiting. Like,
Everyone, like that
meantime.
cameraman was even like, like, don't do it, bro. That shit would have been intense. But bro, we are about to get into something that we have never done here on the Rick T podcast, bro, and I am excited for this. The Rick T podcast highlight comparison, boy. Man, I'm excited to present to you guys the Rick T podcast highlight comparison. We're going old school with it tonight. We are going back on Huddle to look at some people's highlight tapes, some people's highlights in high school. Me, Tony, Jalen, we got my cousin on here. He's got 6 scholarships. I want people to see him. I want people to see what this guy can do. I really do. I swear to God, I really do. Jalen's laughing on here. He's excited for it. Jalen's seen he made his highlights, so he knows what he's about to see. He said, yes, sir, we about to go old school. Everyone in this highlight clip is graduated except for the last person. We'll present him when it comes to it. But bro, I'm excited for this. Let's get right the fuck into this. Let me go ahead and click that. Share audio. Bam! You already know what we starting off with. We starting off with Eric Holmes. And for you guys who want to see that motherfucking picture a little bit closer, there it is. There it is. We're
Why
about
you
to
look like you're 8?
bro, because I was a young man. Literally, we're about to watch my highlights and then compare me to an NFL receiver who you think I am. And a lot of people know me a little bit better on the field. But it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited for this, man. So let's get right the fuck into it. We're going to go ahead and play it off. Ooh, the Huddle highlights. You know, rival game. I had to go ahead and lay the wood on somebody. You know how we had to get in depth with it. Senior year, back played out. You know how to get a little bit loose. Got the rock in my hand. Needed a first down. Definitely got it. Man, you already know what this is. I had a shit quarterback senior year. And hold up, I do want to fucking pronounce this. For people who don't know, the quarterback in this video, this guy right here, I had a shit senior year. I didn't really have a good senior year, but this guy right here, he's a D lineman. He's a D tackle at Nebraska Wesleyan right now. My quarterback senior year is now a D tackle in college. So that I just want to go ahead and let people know. My senior year wasn't that bad because of me. It was that bad because of that fat fuck. So there you guys go. But you know how to get 2 feet in. Go ahead and get my dubs. Gary Berry Stadium, one of the most iconic stadiums in the Springs. You guys, if you guys are from here, you already know what it is. I had to go ahead and get a quick slant. Go ahead and get a first down. I should have put the dubs up on him. Montrose, you know, an hour away from Grand Junction. I wanted to show out for my college. We got beat like 56-0 this game too. Almost put the spin move on him. Don't make me get mean with it. On this, you know, I'm gonna bing bing. Got to get a block from my boy Aaron. Shout out Aaron. Go ahead and take that 70 yards to the crib. Bing bong boom. Know how it is. You know me, I'm the best kick returner in the nation. I hate to say it. But this is, I used to wear my belts out of my pants, bro, like dangling. And this nigga grabbed my belt and pulled my pants so tight. Bro, I never did that ever again. Montrose game, you know what it is. I'm also the best blocker in Mesa Ridge history, if you didn't know that. And I'm going to show you why. Oh, a little laggy. Longest touchdown in my career, honestly, with the shit quarterback. It was pretty impressive. Just threw a bomb to me. Had to get wide with it. Took it 6. My dad says the ref almost caught me, but I don't believe it. I don't see it happening. You know, and I have the record for Mesa Ridge punt blocks, too, with 8. 4 my junior year, 4 my senior year. Blocking punts, scoop and score with the boys. Let's go, touchdown. Another one right here. Close game. You know how to get in there. Block a punt. Get up, clap my hands, get up, hype. You already know what it is. This one, Wyfield game, rival game. I had to get me a reverse, give me a couple touches in this one. Went around the edge, had so much speed going around, they couldn't touch me. I'm so elusive. So elusive. 30 yards. Another punt block on my boy Ant. I went to junior high with these boys, so it was real impressive. I had to give me a quick slant. Nice quickie. 10, 12, 15 yards on that. Put me in the slot. You already know what I can do. If my quarterback was better, this was a touchdown, but he has a weak-ass arm, so I had to dive back for it. Oh, boo-boo-ass nigga. Adams State football camp. You already know we go to Adams State and did our football camp senior year before the football season even started. Had to get my ups on this. Had to go ahead and reach it up top. This is my only defensive play in my whole highlight tape, and I was so glad because this nigga was huge. He was giant. Montrose again got beat 56-0, but the only highlights of this game were me on my kick returns. You already know what it is. Speed and vision. That's all it is. They went ahead and they sheep-herded me, and I couldn't get away from them. Adams State football camp again. You see me walking up on this man. I'm little as hell. I am little as shit. You already know what it is. Your man's gonna get his best blocker, Mesa Ridge history. I'm saying it right here, right now. If you have anything else to say about it, go ahead and say it. Man, let me know what you think of these. Let me know what you think. You should have been gone in these. Yeah, I know, man. They sheep-herded me. They just ended up surrounding me. I didn't know where to go. Look at this mean-ass block right here. I'm on the outside. I'm on the outside up there at the top. I was just mean my senior year. I swear I just wanted to take people's fucking heads off. Aaron said speed my ass. Aaron better shut her mouth. I show 4.3 speed in this highlight tape. You see it right here first. This highlight got cut off, but you know, I caught a touchdown over this man. These dudes were the 3A state champs that year. I went to get in Moss's ass. Camera got me late, but I was talking my shit. You already know I was. Calling him a little hoe. Wasn't nothing too serious. Went ahead and manned him. Went ahead and fathered him up. Jello's a father of two. I'm a father of one, two on the way. You know how to treat this man like a little boy. 2 feet in. Got both feet in too, for those of you who didn't see that. Look at Justin over here on the bottom. Justin's on the bottom. Look how small Justin was. Look at that man get his blocks in. Tip pass. You know how to catch the tip pass, make a couple moves. I was fucked. Just get to the ground. Simple as that. It's just a football play. Last day at Adams State camp senior year. We're tired as hell. This is the morning that we're supposed to leave. We were supposed to get on the bus, but they said one more scrimmage. I was just frustrated as hell. Push this little man down. You know what it is. Just something real slight. Something real slight. I think this is a block, I believe. Like I said, shout out me, best blocker of Mesa Ridge history. Don't say nothing about it. I went ahead and got my blocks on the outside, even as a little man. Look at me out there. I started varsity junior and senior year too, as a little man. For those of you who want to doubt me, I'm so football smart. My IQ is through the roof. And this corner on me was little as hell. I'm not even gonna front. I'm not trying to bully him like that, but it just had to happen. Doo-doo ass quarterback couldn't even get me on a bubble route. It hit the ground before it even got to me, but I'm a football player, so I make plays. Give me a nice 7-8 yards out of it. It is what it is. Look, and I'm gonna this comment that just came up, I'm gonna save it for the end of my highlight because I want people to know this. And I have people vouch for me, bro. Look at the blocks, bro. Get out of here. Go ahead and get you a first. This next play is my best play. This is the diving play that the pitcher got caught in. Come back, stay on my feet, get off me. Going for the end zone. Down at the 1. It is what it is. You guys already know what it is. That's Eric Holmes highlights, boy. Man, and I do want to say, I'm going to put this comment up now. Eric is on the wall at Applebee's in Colorado Springs. That's true. That's true. They have my whole picture of me in my football gear just lined up. A big ass picture of me at Applebee's. And I still don't know why they don't have me sign it. You know what I mean? I'm real curious about it. They need to have me sign it. Like, that's me. Let me sign my picture. Straight up. But I want to ask Chat and you, Jello, out of any NFL player in the league, who do you think that I play like the most? Old school players, new school players? I was a little man. I wasn't scared of cold across the middle. I was mean as shit with the blocks. Man, who do you remind me of? Or who did I remind you of? I know a lot of people are going to say I have my own comparison. And let me go ahead and throw this out before a lot of people say something. I think my comparison is this man right here. 89, Steve Smith. Not the biggest, but he was mean as shit.
I mean, I like that comparison. And off blocking, for example, at that point, he was a mean blocker. So I actually dig that. I'll stick with that one. I like that.
I like that.
I was trying to think of other people, but I mean, I dig that comparison for sure.
Steve Smith, he was nice, bro. I like Steve Smith a lot. He wasn't just a receiver. Like, he was special teams. He was a playmaker. Like, I really like Steve Smith.
I got a good one. Devin Hester. I think that could be a good comparison. Not a huge dude, but good off that stuff. I mean, you could go that route as well.
I've only returned one kick return in my whole career. I'm not even going to front with you. And it was my junior year. It was fucked up. Tony says Wes Welker. I like that. I mean, Wes Welker was a legend. Let's be real. Wes Welker was a legend in Miami and Denver and wherever we went. New England. Yeah, New England. Jalen said AB. Yeah, wow. I mean, I appreciate that.
Don't get arrested now.
I'm saying I appreciate that. I don't think my off the field antics were as much as that. They might have been. My dad and Jalen may have known. But my dad said, I told you Steve Smith. I like Steve Smith. I like that comparison a lot, man. I really do like that comparison a lot. But next, man, we're gonna get into my boy. Let me go ahead and find this man. Tony had a few separate highlights that I checked out, and they were mean. I'm not gonna lie, they were pretty mean. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. Tony Hudak, baby, number 67. Jesus, what did he say? 6'4", 215. Wow. We'll go ahead and play this one first. Oh, Tony don't got no sign on his. So I'll go ahead and play him. He's right here. He's on left tackle. This boy, he's a lot slimmer, a lot fat. He looks fast. Like, look how quick this boy is. Look at him playing. Look at that offensive pass block. That shit was beautiful. Shout out to my boy TK. He's right here on the tackle side again. Look at him get to the linebacker, splitting the hole. The man hits the hole. He has great vision. Tony made that play. The left tackle made that play. 67. Shout out. He's up here at the top. Look at the pass block. Oh, fake. He's going for the screen. Oh, make something happen back. Okay. The play continues on. This man is gone. Whoa, my God. I know you guys seen that block. That was mean as hell. Shout out to whoever that was. But Tony's up here doing his thing up here. Okay, pass block. Oh, pancake. All right. Nice 4 or 5 yard gain. I like that. Tony. I'm not even going to front with you. That's not the only highlight we got of Tony, though. That is not the only highlight we have of Tony. Let's get into this one. This one's 12 seconds long, so it's something slight.
Who versus DC2?
Yeah, Douglas County. He's up at the left tackle spot. Okay, mean-ass run block. I like it on the edge. That made that play big time down at the 1. I see you, Tony. This man's mean. This man is mean. I like it. Tony's mean. I would like to have him at my left tackle. And then in the last one against Castleview, and actually this is my favorite one. I'm not even going to front with y'all. This one is mean as hell. Tony's right up here. Look at him. Look at him hit this dude. Bow! Mean-ass pancake straight into the ground. I'm replaying it for y'all up here. Left tackle spot up the top. Hits that man straight in his fucking mouth. Drives him to his back. Straight to the ground. That boy Tony is a goddamn beast. Jesus Christ, Tony, what is wrong with you? Like, as soon as I seen that highlight, I literally called Tony and I was like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? You did this to this man? And he was like, hey, business is business. The Browns is the Browns. I was like, what? This man Tony. But yes, my man Tony said, let's go. Let's go. That's mean. Shout out to my boy Tony. Drop who you guys think Tony played like. Jello, I'm gonna ask you who you think Tony played like right after this. Zylo said I played like Julian Edelman. I can see that too. I actually kind of thought that, but I couldn't really throw too well. Not gonna lie. And Julian Edelman has a little arm. But shout out to my boy Tony Cave, man. You already know what it is. Offensive tackle, D lineman, number 67. Shout out Tony Cave. But in my opinion, and a lot of people don't know this man, but I know him. Big man Trent Williams, man. He was mean as hell. Left tackle, he was number 71. He was mean as hell, bro. He punched Richard Sherman in the face after one of their games, bro. He was like, yo, you bitch ass nigga. Richard Sherman was like, you punched me in my face. Like, it was stupid. It was dumb as hell, bro. It was embarrassing. But shout out to Tony. I think he plays just like Trent Williams, just mean, real quick. Bigger boy, but just mean. You know what I mean? Jello, who do you think Tony played like a little bit?
So I got two. I could go Michael Orr, big left tackle there, also play very aggressive, or Joe Staley. I like that comparison. Maybe a little Joe Thomas in there as well. I like those comparisons big time for not only the position but the way they played for sure.
Oh, I completely agree on that. I like Michael Orr's comparison too. Let me plug my computer in before this bitch dies real quick. Hold up. You know, I got my rosé in my cup.
It's really pink lemonade, guys. Don't let them fool you.
It's straight up Minute Maid. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got it right here. Oh, I had that shit on me. Don't play with me. But next, oh, Mitchell Schwartz. It's a good comparison. He's kind of mean too. I like Mitchell Schwartz. Jalen says Trent. Trent's a good comparison. I love that Jello. LOL. Michael Orr. I said too. I like that Michael Orr comparison too. Like skinny but just big as hell, and then mean as hell. Like that last block was definitely a Michael Orr block, bro. And that I love that screen block that you made. That little fake. You psyched me out, bro. But the next player we're gonna get into. Shout out Little J6 in the chat when he's on Twitch. But tonight he's Jalen Holmes. We're gonna go ahead and play my boy Jalen Holmes' highlights real quick. So let me search him for you boys, and I'll go ahead and play this on screen. It's crazy that I still remember my huddle shit from high school. Jalen Holmes, Mesa Ridge High School. Let's see it, Jay. Let's see what you got. Senior year. All these new school kids have like some crazy ass Gatorade highlights. Everyone after us had the best highlights. I'm telling you, watch this. So you know my boy Jay had to get his. He was a real good special teams player, safety. He's a fucking animal. It's my boy down here at the bottom. Went ahead and grabbed his ass. Get your ass back here, boy. Get your ass back here, boy. Down here at the bottom again. You already know what it is. I think he was... Oh, he was receiver on this play. 2 route. Quick 5 out. 10-yard gain. I like that, Jay. I see you. Quick C. This boy up at the top, you know, quarterback in pressure, just throws it up to my boy Jay. He makes something happen, comes down with it. Everyone's celebrating on the sideline, going crazy. Same game, next drive. He's on the other side. Quarterback gets the ball. He drops back. Kyle Gaster, he's in pressure. He runs, gets the linebacker to drop back, throws it deep to Jalen in the back of the end zone. Same game, 2 touchdowns, 2 drives. This man went stupid. Punt. You know they had to punt. My boy Jalen is the best hop on Mesa Ridge history. He's going to prove it right here. The man down low always follows the ball, hits him. You ain't going nowhere, boy. You ain't going nowhere, little boy. This is where he's best at, though. Safety spot. He'll go ahead and show himself. He's at that right safety if you guys don't know what it is. Steps up in coverage, covering the man. Right there on him. Catches the ball, grabs his ass, throws him down like a little boy. Wow, maybe got a flag for it. But he's at receiver on this play. Does a quick comeback, gets the ball. You know, nice 5-6 yards. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But right here, I'm pretty sure he's a wing on the punt. They have man backed up 10 yards off of him, and he's still just outrunning them by 5-6 yards, bro. This man is just pure speed. I'm not going to lie to you. He's way faster than I ever was. Good play. Drive him inside. He's going nowhere. The team is there to tackle him. I fuck with it. The punt. He's down. He's up at the. Down at the bottom. This man, they punt a lot. If you guys didn't notice, huh? Okay. Muff punt. Man gets the ball. Touchdown. Jalen. Man, scoop and score. You say get to the sideline. We're going to go celebrate over here. No flags on this play. Okay. They on defense on this. I like it. Ball snap back. Pass thrown. The ball is tipped. Jalen dives for it. Interception at the 1. Turnover. Mesa Ridge. I believe this is a rival game. Jalen at safety. Ball just popped up. He Reggie Bushed him. Dirty. Okay, fucked up punt. Jalen, he's on him. He's right on him. Go ahead and treat this man like a little boy. Get your ass over here. Fumble on the play. Smash him down in front of the principal of the school and then just ran off. This is my sideline. This is my shit. It just is what it is, man. Okay, punting again, as usual for the Mesa Ridge Grizzlies. He's down at the bottom wing. Makes a move. Shake out, shake in. Takes off inside. Okay, punt goes back. The man grabs it like an idiot. Drop back at the 10. Jalen smashes him like a little egg. It is what it is. Another punt. Jesus Lord. He's down at the bottom. Okay, everybody. Another punt. Barely got that off. Jalen's off to a hot start. No one's blocking him. Get your ass out of bounds, boy. Okay, they on defense on this play. This is where I like Jalen. At the safety spot. Steps up on the run. I see you, boy. Get your ass down. Gain of none. Like it. Okay, he's coming off on the bubble. Playing it hard. Oh, it's a tore ACL if you hit him the right way. I don't know if this was a game or scrimmage, but he's safety blitzing. Oh, got the pitch. This is lights. Nice. Gain of none. Loss of 2, if anything. He's down at the safety spot. Pitch play. He's up top. Music changed. Man's running hard. Jalen's swinging people. Jalen likes swinging people. The alligator roll on him. Okay, at the safety spot, I see you highlighted yourself before the play even started. That's how you should have did the whole thing. Steps up on coverage. Crossing the field. Almost runs into his own man. Got to play him hard. Boom. Good hit. Hey, shit happens, but that was a great finish. Okay, he's back at the safety spot up top for everyone who doesn't know. Coverage. Steps up on coverage. Coming down on him hard. Gets the tackle. Gain of 5, 6. This looks like a scrimmage, and I don't know where you're at. Okay, backside receiver going across the field late. Gets there, Madden catch. I pressed A on him. Press A on him, Jay. Okay, so this looks like another scrimmage, maybe. No, it's not. This is against Pine Creek, maybe. Okay, playing safety. Oh, they didn't call a PI on you? I like it. At home, playing safety up top. Okay, coming down hard. I like it. Quarterback makes the spin, but he's going nowhere. Jalen comes in. All right, you going nowhere. That scrimmage, that's my school stadium. Probably. They're always in Denver, bruh. Another scrimmage. Okay, Jalen playing down low, up high. Boom. Okay. I see you. Get that shit out of here, boy. Playing another scrimmage down low. Run play. Going nowhere. Lost one. Like it. This boy plays hard. Playing up top. Looks like a run play coming out hard. Jalen comes up, grabs him by the shoulder pads. You ain't going nowhere. All right. Like I said, Jalen likes spinning people. I see you, Jalen. Respect, my brother. Respect, my brother. That was a great highlight. A little long, a lot of special teams, but I like it. Jalen's a beast. Chat, who do you guys think Jalen plays like? If anybody in the NFL, old players, new players, Jello, who do you think he plays like? I'm going to go ahead and drop my guess real quick. I like this comparison a lot just because of the way he played the safety spot. And this guy started out on special teams early in his career. If you watched him in college, if you watched him in high school, this dude was a fucking animal just like Jay. So I'm going to go ahead and say Budda Baker. I'm saying Budda. Straight up. Man's a beast. Plays hard at safety, not the biggest safety, but he's quick. You know what I'm saying? Not faster than DK, of course. But the man's quick. I like Budda Baker. Jilo said Jabril Peppers. That's actually a hell of a comparison too. Jello, who do you think he played like?
I'd go more Justin Simmons. Just the way you spread the field and the way you turn dudes. That's a Justin Simmons thing there as well. Just the way you coverage on the ball. And Justin Simmons could probably play receiver if he need be.
I like Justin Simmons too. I think his contract's coming into an end.
He's staying. He said he wants to be with the Broncos for his whole career.
He's fucking lying, bro. Come to Dallas.
Ooh, Earl Thomas. That's a good one. I like that.
Little Earl Thomas on defense. I like that too. Is it? Hey, Eric Holmes. Is it young Earl Thomas or old Earl Thomas?
Yeah.
Like, is it recent Earl Thomas or is it Dreads Earl Thomas? Like, I need to know the difference. That's two different players. Jalen said, I'm a monkey, muscles. I'm just fucking with you. He said he's a dog. What's up? Tony said Eric Weddle, which is actually a nice comparison too. And Zylo came back and said, or James Bradbury, which James Bradbury is nice. He's a nice cover DB. I like that a lot. But it is what it is. The next person we're going to get into is my cousin, Jaden Fuller. He plays offensive tackle, for Fountain Fort Carson High School. My dad has coached him. I've seen him play since he was young. It's actually amazing to see what he's coming to. He has like 6 or 7 college offers. That's actually why he couldn't be on the podcast tonight. He was going to come on, but he's on a college visit right now somewhere in Texas, I'm pretty sure. So I was going to ask him some personal shit too. I was going to be like, where you going? He's been like, I can't tell you on here. I'd be like, bullshit, boy, you telling me I'm family. Where you going? Like, I'm live in front of 100,000. Can't do it. But yeah, he's a big boy. He wanted me to say something. Let me go ahead and read this real quick. So, for those of you who don't know, my man Jaden Fuller, man, he's 6'2", 315 pounds. He's a right tackle. He started varsity for 2 years as a senior. He was recognized as first team all conference and first team all state. Was a senior leader on the owl line and had the most rushing yards in the state. That team did. The running back, like I said on Talk Your Talk a couple weeks ago, got a scholarship to a D1 school in Dartmouth. So it's actually like a good, smart D1 school too. You know what I mean? He had 0 sacks allowed all season, 1 quarterback pressure, and only had 1 flag all season long with 28 pancakes on the season. That wraps up a season pretty good. And I kid you not, I watched this kid's fucking highlights, and I literally was like, okay, he's big as shit, so he's going to be good. And then I was like, damn, every block ends in a pancake, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, straight up, bro. It was intense, bro. So I'm excited to show you guys my man Jaden Fuller. Go ahead and enjoy his senior highlight tape. Shout out, Jaden. Do your thing, man. Excited to see where you sign. Okay, at that right tackle, just mean, bro. Just splits the hole at that right tackle spot again. Just mean as shit. Just throwing players, bro. Just throwing
That
them.
dude didn't have a chance. He was just gone.
Another one. Double team. Coming off that block. Coming to this block. Another pancake. Get a couple. Get a couple. This man's mean. Right tackle spot. Coming off of it hard. Ends up getting a pancake. Another one. And he's gone. Gone. Oh, tripped up. Okay, right tackle spot. I like it. I see you, Jaden. Pass blocking. Another pancake. Just mean. At that right tackle spot. Big shout out, number 77. Get your scholarship, kid. Get your scholarship, kid. Mean. Get down, son. I'ma fucking open this hole. You can drive a truck through that damn hole. I could literally get in my fucking car and drive it through the hole. I could drive that shit right through the hole right now.
Oh shit. Making lines.
This man is mean.
Bitches, man.
Coming up on him. Get your ass going. Get your scholarship 7-7. Pass blocking. Get down. I mean, interception, but great pass blocking. Shout out 77. He's going hard. Look at the hole. Goodness, I know this is a little laggy, folks, but you guys can still see how big that fucking hole is. It's like a hooker on a Friday night. God damn.
It's wide open.
The dead ass. Jesus. Great block, but damn, you put those kind of plays on your highlights? Okay, coming up to the linebacker spot. I see you making a block. Oh, I don't know if that was on him or what, but that was decent. Okay, filling the hole. I see you, right tackle. He's over there alone. No tight end. Okay. Get down, son. Get down, son. Oh, the finish. The finish. Right tackle spot. I know you guys see him. He's right here. On the outside, throwing him down again. Like I said, every fucking block ended in a pancake, and I was just I was stunned. Get down. Right tackle. Get your scholarship coming up. Boom. Get your ass down. Bad play, but great block. Right tackle again. Getting outside for the pass block. I like it. Stepping up. Mean. Get down. Every play ends with a finish is what I love about this guy. Straight up, he's definitely going places. I love that he's my cousin, and I love that this man is getting scholarships, going places, because, hey, man, in a couple years when this dude is in the NFL, I'm having him on the podcast. And I'm going to tell you guys, I told you guys here first on this podcast in 2021, this man was going to be something special. Jaden Ford from Fountain Fort Carson High School. Doesn't matter if he goes D1, D2, D3, JUCO, this man is going places. Every block ends with a finish. Not a lot of O-linemen have that. Said pancake, but camera missed it. Right tackle, here we go again. Mean. Filling the hole. Making things happen for the running back. Making something out of nothing. I'm loving it. Okay, out there alone. Coming across. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Secret sauce time. Okay. Knocking his hands down. Pass blocking. I love that. That was the first play I seen on here that was just strictly pass blocking too. And he can do it. He's not just a strictly run blocker. Man. It's crazy. Here we go. Here we go. Right tackle out there alone. Easy block. This kid's going nowhere. Kid's going nowhere. Okay, out there at the right tackle. Mean, bro. This dude's highlights are mean. And I can't even lie. I'm usually like, man, offensive lineman, I'm not too into him. But watching him and Tony tonight, I'm seeing some grown men in high school. I'm truly seeing some grown men in high school. I feel like I'm an ESPN Senior Bowl reporter. And I'm watching these dudes' highlights like, Jesus, I want him on my team. Can I have them both? Can I have one at right tackle, one at left tackle? With Jalen at safety and Eric at receiver / kick returner. Please. Please give me some of these players. people said that these kids didn't have speed, these kids didn't have power. People said these young boys are weak. And from what I'm seeing, man, these young boys are not weak. Straight up. These young boys know what the fuck they're doing. They know how to ball. It's going to be interesting to see what he does at the next level. Shout out my boy Jaden Fuller, Fountain for Carson, right tackle, number 77. Got 5, 6, 7 scholarships to some schools. I don't know the specific schools, but I'll come with him. I'll come with him when he commits. Straight up. Chat, who do you think that guy played like? I'm going to go ahead and say that he reminded me a lot of like a Tyron Smith or like a Penei Sewell. And this dude is getting drafted this year. He'll probably go top 10, top 15. But this guy's a beast. Not the biggest dude in the world, but you can shift him over to guard if you need to. I think he's that kind of player where if you didn't want him at tackle, you thought he was more of a guard type player, he would do just fine at guard. You know what I mean? He's a mean-ass run blocker, so why not? Who do you think he plays like, Jello?
I like the Trent Williams one here. Just due to the fact the sheer just throwing people around is the big one there. Just like people didn't have a chance. Like he was literally that's exactly how the tapes looked at that point. People tried and they failed. Just the way he plays that position. I like that comparison for him at that point, just due to the sheer fact that Ryan Clady's another good one.
Ryan Clady's a great one.
Big left tackle, throwing dudes around like they ain't shit. I like it.
I like it a lot too. Shout out Jaden Fuller, man. His highlights are full of fucking just great shit, bro. Great Absolutely. Shit. Shout out to you, man. But those were our Rick T Podcast highlight comparisons, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning into that. That was the dopest shit we done in a minute. Shout out everyone who is on there. Glad we could get everyone's highlights on there. Jalen says Trent. My dad says Jaden Fuller is a stud. I'm proud of him. Me too, man. Family, player, everything. Him doing that shit at a young level or a young age at a higher level is just impressive to anybody. You know what I mean? That Fountain for Carson team did great this year. Got a couple players to sign D1. It is what it is. But you guys already know what it is. You already know what we're coming with. We're coming with the Rick T Podcast chat trivia. And I did talk to Jello about these questions earlier. It sounded like he knew a lot about it. Sounded like he knew a lot about his shit. So we're going to get right into the Rick T Podcast chat trivia, man. Oh! A little halftime show for y'all. Hey! Felt like y'all were at a Nuggets game just now, huh? Straight up, bro. Oh my goodness. Everybody knows what trivia is, and us here at the Rick T Podcast, we love some sports trivia. So we're going to give you guys a chance to win some special giveaway prizes just from knowing some sports facts. So with the game Chat Trivia, we're going to start playing it every week like we did last week. We're still playing it this week, or last episode, we're playing it this episode. Because I want my fans to know their shit about sports. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a series of 10 questions. The chatter with the most right answers at the end of the Rick T Podcast chat trivia will get a Rick T Mafia point. A Rick T Mafia point. You need 2 Rick T Mafia points to win a free prize. Jesse and Blake won last weekend. So if you guys win this weekend, you guys will get a free t-shirt. But I'm expecting people to come with the smoke this week. I'm not expecting them to win this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting there to be a new winner. Proud of you and Jalen also. Appreciate you, Pops. I appreciate you, man. We did our thing out there. Let's go. I want me a shirt.
Let's do it.
Shout out, Jesse.
I'm about to win.
I think Jello's gonna win too. Jello literally works in a sports card trading shop. Like, you're not gonna beat him in this shit. You know what I mean? This is Jello's home.
Basically, I do this every day, all day.
Every day. So like I said, you need 2 Rick T Mafia points, and you, my friend, will get a special custom prize sent right to your house, no questions asked, because of COVID. So start tuning in every week for a chance to win yet another giveaway prize and another Rick T Mafia point. But let's get right into it, my man. First things first.
So if I win, does that mean like I get a second shirt because I still got that first one?
Of course. Of fucking course, Jello. What do you think this is? Everyone gets treated fairly here. Everyone gets treated fairly here. Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this. So let's get right into it, my man. And the questions will roll across the screen on the bottom. And then I'm going to give you guys an ABC thing like this. So we're going to start off with question number 1. Jello, I'm going to give you the chance to give your answer. And then we're going to give the chat about 30 seconds to give their answer. We're going to vibe out, just think about life. And they're going to drop their answers in the chat. We're going to go ahead and get this Rick T Mafia fucking chat trivia straight up off. So question number 1, what team drafted Drew Brees? Was it A, Kansas City Chiefs, B, the Green Bay Packers, C, the New Orleans Saints, or D, the San Diego Chargers? So Jello, what are you thinking? Where do you think he got drafted? I know you probably know this. This is not a hard question for everybody, but if you don't know a lot about Drew Brees and the older draft class and shit like that, you don't know what happened to his arm, you won't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? So where do you think Drew Brees was drafted? Kansas City Chiefs, Green Bay Packers, New Orleans Saints, or the San Diego Chargers?
San Diego Chargers all day.
You think it was San Diego Chargers? You think the man went down to San Diego, hurt his shoulder, got traded, right?
Absolutely.
Chat, we're going to go ahead and give you guys about 30 seconds to go ahead and answer. I know a lot of you guys know this, but go ahead and drop your answers. Go ahead and give yourself a chance to win a Rick T Podcast t-shirt. So go ahead, 30 seconds. Time. So the question was, what team did Drew Brees get drafted to? Was it the Kansas City Chiefs, the Green Bay Packers, the New Orleans Saints, or the San Diego Chargers? My friend Jello here says it was the San Diego Chargers. My pop said San Diego. Tony said D, San Diego. My man Jalen said D, San Diego. Xylo says Chargers. And I see my man Blake Trevino in Twitch. I told you it doesn't pop up, but I see you here, Blake. He says Chargers as well. So we got everyone going with San Diego. The right answer to that is D, the San Diego Chargers. Great job, everyone. Keep your scores to yourself. There's 10 questions, so it's not hard to keep your own score. How many you got right, how many you got wrong. Be real. I will go back and watch this. I'm going to make sure people won the way they did. But everyone got a point there. Put that in your win category. Great job, everybody. So question number 2, let's get right into it. What number did D lineman Reggie White wear? Was it A, number 90? And this is a little bit old school question. So was it A, number 90, B, number 99, C, number 59, or D, number 92? And a lot of you don't even know who Reggie White is. That's why I asked this question. Don't be looking it up on Google, you fucking cheaters.
Yep, right. That's what I'm saying.
Jello, what number do you think D lineman Reggie White wore?
Big man wore 92. The man, the myth, the legend, boy.
Big man, the man, the lift, the legend. He wore 92. That's what Jello's saying. Chat, I'm going to give you guys about 20 seconds to go ahead and figure this one out.
No Google.
No Google, motherfuckers. No Google. Time. So the question was, what number did Big D lineman Reggie White wear? The answers were A, 90, B, 99, C, 59, or D, 92. Jello says D, 92. Let's read what chat is saying. Tony says 1-0. I like everyone was 1-0 after that last one, but can you be 1-0 after this one? Okay, don't let Jello answer before chat. He's gonna answer right on all of them. That's what Tony just said. All right. I'll ask Jello last. Bet that. My My dad says
I'm
D92.
down for that.
Jalen also says D.
Let's do it.
Silo says D.
Yeah, so let's do my answer last because this is my thing. So let's see what they say before I answer the question.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. Tony says D number 92. Blake Trevino on Twitch. I don't see it on here, but I see it on here. He says D number 92. And we have a new viewer. In VR. I'm just gonna call you VR. Shout out to my new viewer VR. Shout out. Go ahead and drop a follow on the Instagram, the Twitch, the everything, man. Go ahead and support us. Thank you for supporting us, tuning in. But they go ahead and say, "B, are you?" I don't want to get this wrong. Let me click on your profile. Hold on. Okay, so it's a she. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to say he and it be a she. So she says B. She thinks it was number 99, and a lot of people don't know who big number who big Reggie White was. Like I said, so let's get right into the answer. The answer of that question: what number did D lineman Reggie White wear? Is D. Number 92. Jello was right. That's Tony's correct. We can't let this man answer before the chat answers. He's going crazy. This man lives this life. He's not fucking around. Oh, it's a he. Okay, my bad. My be on that, cuz. My be on that, cuz. Straight up. I didn't know.
This man.
No disrespect. I had no disrespect. I really just wanted to make sure of that. I couldn't tell from the name. It was gender neutral. So shout out to him. VR in VR. If no problem, it happens. It really does. It happens. But we love you for being here. Appreciate you for being here. Definitely keep tuning in. Let's keep this trivia going. Tony says,
so
I was gonna get all of them right.
Yeah, give him like 10 seconds, and then I'll answer, and we'll roll with it.
Okay, we'll go ahead and roll with it. Bet that. Tony said, "I'm dead." I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I swear I didn't mean to. Swear. But it is what it is. But we're gonna go ahead and get on to this third question. I believe it's question number 3. Yes, it is question number 3, and this one is a tough one. So the question is, how many kickers have won NFL MVP? Is it A, 0, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 3? I'll give you guys about 20, 25 seconds to go ahead and figure that one out. Y'all see Tony at the bottom, boy? Y'all see Tony at the bottom? That's my boy Tony at the bottom. Look at him. That boy is mean in high school. But time. So the chat has spoken. Jello, it is your turn to speak. How many kickers have won NFL MVP? Is it A, 0, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 3?
Sneaky question on this one. A lot of surprises here. I love my kickers. It's the only one, though. One won the NFL MVP. No, not a lot of people know his name, but they should. Got to put respect. One of the greatest kickers ever. But it's one.
One NFL MVP, Jello says. Let's go ahead and read chat. Chat's going crazy. My pop says A, 0. Jalen says, hey, what the hell? That's a stupid question. Kickers don't win MVP. Not Pat McAfee, not anybody. No one's a good kicker. Zylo says 1. Tony says B, 1. And Tony said, how the fuck do you find that? Tony, don't you know I'm the sneakiest nigga on this podcast? I find old pictures of me, you, and Jello that no one knows that they're out there.
True. Yeah.
Keep fucking with me. I'm gonna find our mannequin challenge. I know you and Jello remember that.
Oh, is that the thing on Twitter? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw that not too long ago.
I don't remember where it's at, but I need to find. It might be on Matt's profile.
No, I thought it was Skyler, if I'm not mistaken.
It might be. I need to find it though. I'll put that shit on here. LOL. Hey, it's funny shit. Who was it then?
Let me tell you.
Oh, before he tells you, the answer is B1. If you got that wrong, there was one NFL MVP kicker, and I believe it was in 1980?
82.
1982. Jello, go ahead and spit some facts to him.
Jalen should know this as a Saints fan. This boy was Mark Mosley. Big kicker for the Saints and a couple other teams spread throughout there. This man had a foot like nobody. He brought the lightning with his foot. So It's the only time it's happened, probably the only time it will happen, but it did. It happened once. Might have been that long ago, but it did happen. Mark Mosley.
Mark Mosley. Tony is 3-0. I videotaped it. It wasn't in the making. It was in the making. Wait, you said I videotaped it. I wasn't in the video. Or Manny. Dude, okay. So I'm not even going to tell you guys about it yet, but Tony knows. Do you remember old boy who was like mad that we were doing it? Or he was like mad that we weren't dancing with him?
Matt? Or no,
he was drunk out of his mind, and he was like,
yo,
you guys want to dance? And everyone's like,
we had so many
I forget his name.
Yeah, we had so many people there, so I'm just trying to think about it, but
he said I wasn't even alive. But kickers do win MVP, Jay. I just want you to know that kickers can win MVP. It happens. Zylo's 3-0. Tony said he is 3-0. My pops was wrong on that one. Jalen was wrong on that one. Shit happens. Hey, I didn't know that. I was wrong on that one. I'm not even going to front with you guys. But we'll get on to the fourth question out of 10. Question number 4. What team was Jerry Rice on when he retired? And this is a tricky situation, but I'm not going to get into that right now. The question is, what team was Jerry Rice on when he retired? Was it A, the 49ers, B, the Denver Broncos, C, the Atlanta Falcons, or D, the Oakland Raiders? What team was Jerry Rice on when he got retired? I'll give you guys about 20 seconds. No, that shit wasn't it. I'm not gonna lie, that song wasn't it. That song was not it. This next song gotta be it.
Shoulder protection.
What's going on? What's going on, chat? What's going on, chat? Here we go. Yeah. Cut it. Time. It's time. What team was Jerry Rice on when he retired? Before I read the chat, Jello, what is the answer to this? Is it A, the 49ers, B, the Broncos, C, the Falcons, or D, the Raiders? If you know the answer, like for a fact, spit it how it is, and I'll go ahead and take it how it is.
I got my helmet at home for a reason. Shout out to the 303. That boy was rostered on the Denver Broncos the year he retired. Once again, this was tricky, but he was rostered on the Broncos the year he retired. I was young as hell, but one of my favorite players of all time was rostered on the Broncos. Might not mean anything, but the year he retired, he was a Bronco.
First of all, before I get into this, I'm so sorry for my Twitch commenters. I've been looking on here so much. I've been forgetting to look down here and reading their answers. I see you guys though. You're 3-0. I see you. VR, you know it's easy. That I don't know what you're talking about. I could have said something. I just wasn't looking. So that's completely my fault. I apologize completely. But let's read the answer. Jello straight up told you guys the answer. It's B, Broncos. Zylo said 49ers. Tony said B, Broncos. Every Broncos fan knows this. It's tricky.
You have to.
And I'm going to tell you, it's a tricky situation because he was on the Broncos, retired, but got a one-day contract to go to the 49ers and retire. It's a Jason Witten situation. He's retiring as a Raider, but he will be a Cowboy the day he retires. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to sign a one-day contract. I only remember him on the Niners, so I guessed. It is what it is. My dad said D, but who gives a fuck? Salty? You salty? Oh my God. And my dad said, or Jalen said D as well. It was the Raiders. That is incorrect. I'm sorry. It was a tricky situation. I had to look it up. I had to do a little research into it. But it is B, the Broncos. If you got that right, add it into your win category. If you got that wrong, hold this L, my friend. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Next question, please. Question number 5. Who was the starting quarterback of the Buffalo Bills in 2011? Was it A, Colt McCoy, B, Thad Lewis, C, Ryan Fitzpatrick, or D, Matt Leinart? Matt Leinart was a bad motherfucker too. So who was the starting quarterback of the Buffalo Bills in 2011? Was it A, Colt McCoy, B, Thad Lewis, C, Ryan Fitzpatrick, or D, Matt Leinart? You guys got about 20 seconds. I'll give you fucking 2.5.
Right. One done.
Sorry you got that last one wrong, Blake. I see you say 49ers in the chat on Twitch. PR, if you're still here, go ahead and answer. I'm reading you guys now. I see you, Blake. He says C. Gotcha. This song fucking bangs. But it's time. I'm sorry. It's time. That song bangs though. Who was the starting quarterback of the Buffalo Bills in 2011? Jello, was it A, Colt McCoy, B, Thad Lewis, C, Ryan Fitzmagic, or D, Matt Leinart, the longtime Heisman winner quarterback of the USC Trojans? Who was it?
It was Mr. No Look himself, Ryan Fitzpatrick. One of 8 teams he's been on, but he was the starter. Threw some great games for them and some bad ones, but it's definitely Fitzmagic.
I definitely feel that. Fitzmagic, Zylo says. Eric Holmes says, Fitzmagic. Tony sends, Fitzmagic. Literally, that's just his name. It's not even Fitzpatrick. When I typed it in on the computer, it fucking popped up Fitzmagic. I was like, no, I can't. That's not his name. But like, yeah, that's his name. Like straight up. Blake said, see Fitzmagic on the Twitch chat. I see you. Everyone took a W in that category. Shout out to y'all. Definitely add that to your
extra cheesy.
Definitely add that to your win category. Drop your. We're 5 questions through. Drop your goddamn scores. I want to know who's winning. I truly want to know who's winning. I'm curious. Jello's undefeated right now. I believe Tony's undefeated right now. Believe it or fucking not. Tony's going off. Tony's having a hell of a game. He brought his A game.
And just so you know, after all this, I got a surprise question that's not in here that I'm going to throw out and see if you guys can get it right.
Wow. And I didn't know this, so I'm interested. I'm interested in this. I'm fucking hella interested in this. Let's do it. But drop your scores in the chat. I want to know who's winning. Tony's 5-0. Zalo's 4-1. And my dad said, hell yeah, fins up. You better hope you guys re-sign that man. He's going to save that team.
They either resign him or he retires. That's the only 2 options I see there.
I don't see him going anywhere. I don't see why. He started that fucking season half the year. You know what I mean?
His age at this point. I think that's the only thing. This will be his 17th season coming into this. So it's just like, I mean, he got drafted the same year as Rodgers. So
yeah, I completely agree with
and
that.
Alex Smith. So.
Oh shit! Really?
Yep.
Alex Smith is I knew he was old.
5.
Wow. But let's get right into question number 6, boys. Halfway through it, let's get into it. Number 6. How far was the longest field goal ever made? And I believe it was actually tied. There's 2 people who have actually tied this record. Very impressive. So was it A, number 6 or 64 yards, B, 81 yards, C, 58 yards, or D, 70 yards? What was the longest field goal ever made? 64, 81, 58, or 70? I'll give you guys about 20, 25 seconds. So we'll go ahead and party it on. Add my friend back on the screen. There he is. So how far was the longest field goal ever made, Jello? I know you know this for a fact because you know your football facts, kicker facts, especially that. How far was the field goal or longest field goal ever made? Go ahead and tell these boys.
So I'll be mad if Tony didn't get this one, but it is a tie. I think there's 2 or 3 players, but it was 64 yards. Got to remember Matt Prater did this. So, I mean, it's 64. No doubt about it there.
Could y'all imagine?
Let's do it.
This man said, could y'all imagine an 81-yarder?
That'd be dope.
That would be fucking amazing.
It's like the movie The Replacements. Just some dude coming out of nowhere, like David Beckman, an 81-yarder.
They used to have a fucking a little mini game in Madden where you used to kick 110-yard field goals, and it was the hardest shit ever because you couldn't even see the fucking posts. You're like, where am I aiming? And it was just boom, 110 yards. You either made it or missed it. It gets crazy, but I can't imagine an 81-yarders. I'll tell you guys right now, if you guess B, just get off, log off. But my pops, Eric Holmes says A, 64-yarder. Tony says A, 64-yarder. The first person to do it in Denver. Silo says A, 64-yarder. And Blake Trevino in the Twitch chat also says A, 64-yarder. So the answer to that is A, 64-yarder. Man did it big. Who was it again?
Matt Prater.
Matt Prater. One of
Currently
the best
on the Lions, speaking of that.
Great fantasy kicker last year. This year, he was kind of a bust. Next year, we'll see.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and break this news one more time, Jello. Let's break this news one more time for the people that don't know. Matt Stafford just got traded tonight to the Los Angeles Rams for Jared Goff and 2 first-round picks plus a third round.
Yep.
Plus a third round.
Right. Did not expect him to end up in LA.
Oh, my sweet baby Jesus, bro. I want to go ahead and give a round of applause to Motor City Dan Campbell for making a great fucking start to the season, man. It was beautiful. It was fucking beautiful trade. You got Jared Goff coming off of a hand surgery. He looked good. He looked strong. Plus 2 first-rounders. Yeah, the crowd is just going crazy on that. I can't believe he did that. I'm sorry. I had to bring that up one more time for the people. That was fucking amazing. I don't know why he did that, but he did it. But Tony said 6-0. Blake, I believe, is 5-1. Jesse, I believe, is 5-1. And Jalen has left the chat, it seems. I don't see him answering. Dad, what's your record? Go ahead and put your record in there, E. Holmes. We all want to know your record. We want to know if you're undefeated. I don't think you're undefeated, but we want to know your record. But let's get right into question number 7, y'all. What draft pick was Aaron Rodgers? What overall draft pick was Aaron Rodgers? Was it A, 24th, B, 21st, C, 1st overall, or D, 17th overall? So I'll give you guys about 20, 25 seconds. Time. So the question was, what overall draft pick was Aaron Rodgers? Was it A, 24, B, 21, C, 1st overall, or D, 17th overall? Jello, who was it? Or what?
This is a tougher one for me, but if I'm not mistaken, it's man. I believe it's A, 24th. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only one I struggle with. Just trying to think back to that draft at that point. If I'm not mistaken, it's 24th. And that's my final answer.
Jesus, it was about 170 years ago when he got drafted. So
I was 9 when he got drafted.
You know what I mean? Like, it was a long ass time ago.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Before I read the answers, Tony said, "Now I'm second guessing myself because my dad said B. Fuck, I'll stick to A." Tony says A, 24th overall. My dad says B, 21st overall.
Yeah, I might have got this one wrong. It was one of those two. He was just trying to remember exactly where he fell.
Down in the chat, Blake says A, 24th. He said he guessed. Xylo said A, 24th. So this is a tougher one. He could have went anywhere. He could have went any one of these positions, in my opinion, especially in that draft. It was a great draft. But the answer to that question is A, 24th overall. It was 24th overall in that draft. I believe it was like, what, 2005?
2005, yeah. The same year Fitzpatrick went. You got to remember that.
Yeah, the same year Fitzpatrick went. And look at the
Rams
difference. That's crazy. To the Rams. Like, weren't they in St. Louis or were they in LA?
St. Louis.
They were in St. Louis.
LA, like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. How long?
Yeah. Yeah. They were in St. Louis, I believed. Jesse and I are tied again, I guessed. Y'all are tied with one loss. Jello and Tony are undefeated. But I did want to say this. I think Tony's using Google. Tony, you're good at sports, but there's no fucking way you're undefeated right now. Like you said, 7-0, let's go. I swear he's using
you see the Google.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, Google? This man is using Google. I don't believe it. I don't believe Tony is 7-0. But let's get right into question number 8. Before 2020, when was the last time the Chiefs won the Super Bowl? Was it 1992, 1970, 1977, or was it 2002? Before 2020, when was the last time the Chiefs won the Super Bowl? Was it 1992, 1970, 1977, or 2002? I'll let you give you guys about 15, 20 seconds. Oh, shit. It is time. Before 2020, when was the last time the Chiefs won the Super Bowl? Was it 1992, 1970, 1977, or 2002? Jello, I know you know this one for a fact, just working in that shop you work in, man. What's the answer to this one? 1970, no doubt. Jello.
No words for it.
No words for it. Shit. You didn't know the Chiefs won the very first Super Bowl, too. The very first Super Bowl, too. I just thought that was a fun fact to throw in there. Chiefs been winning Super Bowl since fucking Lombardi. You know what I'm saying? Blake in the chat said 1970, definitely. In the chat, also, Tony says B, 1970. Jay is back saying B, 1970. My dad said 1970. I don't know. It definitely was 1970. Congratulations to ya. And Xylo says 1970. They had a 50-year drought, but they still have more Super Bowls than a lot of fucking teams. So I hate when people go with the droughts. Like me as a Cowboys fan, they're always fucking roasting me. The Cowboys haven't been to the Super Bowl in fucking 25 years. We still have more rings than you. What the fuck? The fuck? Get out of here. They had a 50-year drought, man. They are literally in the Super Bowl for the second year in a row.
Yep.
It'd be all right being a Chiefs fan right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Tony says 8-0. 8-0. The 8 is kind of like a G. The O is like a O. Google.
And the segue between that, he used it,
Hashtag Google. Hashtag Google. Let's get right into question number 9. Second to last question, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. hold on, I gotta let this pass. In the 2019 season, what team's defense averaged the most sacks per game? Was it A, the Ravens, B, the Patriots, C, the Steelers, or D, the Seahawks? In the 2019 season, what team's defense averaged the most sacks per game? Was it the Ravens, Patriots, Steelers, or Seahawks? I'll give you guys about
5
50
seconds.
seconds. Oh. Oh. Smell like bitch in here. Smell like bitch in here. No, I made that specifically for Tony when he said some crazy shit. I was like, I'm gonna fucking make this, and when he says some crazy shit, I'm gonna use it on him. But that is time, ladies and gentlemen. In the 2019 season, what defense or what team's defense averaged the most sacks per game? Was it the Ravens, Patriots, Steelers, or Seahawks? Down in the chat on Twitch, Blake Trevino. Actually, Jello, we'll go to you first.
Go.
Who do you think it was? Was it the Ravens, Patriots, Steelers, or Seahawks in 2019? What team's defense averaged the most sacks per game?
Team caught a lot of flack for me the last few episodes. Of course, it's the Steelers. No doubt about it. They were mean, ready to go that season, and it was them.
They were mean. They were green. They were fucking ready to go. Blake Trevino in the chat, on the Twitch chat, says Pittsburgh. So he was correct on that. Up here in the chat, he said Google. I think Tony's using Google. We both think Tony's using Google, low-key. There's no way he's fucking 8-9-0. Like, if he gets this question right, I'm fucking crying. Jalen says, A, the Ravens. Zylo says Steelers. I don't know. My dad says, A, the Ravens. Tony says, C, the Steelers. And he says, LOL, nope. Y'all really think my laptop can operate fast enough to switch browsers? I think maybe you're using your dad's phone or something. I don't know what's going on in your crib, but something's fishy. Something's not right. We both know it. Something's not right, Tony. We're going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to call you tomorrow at 11:05 after you get your phone fixed, and I'm going to figure this shit out. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Blake Trevino in the Twitch chat says, Steelers have always been good at defense. I don't think it's the Steelers. I think it's Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is the defensive coach. But
I like their old defenses. There's a bunch of good guys out there.
Yeah, I agree. But the answer to that is C, the Steelers. The Steelers did average the most sacks per game last season. TJ Watt was on his fucking shit. I think they had like Bud Dupree. I think
Devin Bush was a good pickup that year.
Devin Bush, yeah, he got hurt this year, I believe. But yeah, last year he was definitely something to fuck with. My boy said 9-0. Good luck on that last, or I got lucky on that last one. You're just riding with Jello. You riding with Jello. No, I'm just fucking with you. No, it was a great answer. I honestly thought it was like the Seahawks, but when I always think like past seasons of the Seahawks, I think LOB, Legion of Boom. Like Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor. And like I literally am looking at 2019, which is last year, and I'm like, man, Legion of Boom was lethal. It had to have been the Seahawks. Knowing damn well that was in like 2015, 2016 type shit. But I don't know. I thought it was the Seahawks, so I was wrong on that one before I asked you guys that. But my boy said 8-1. Hey, Tony's 9-0. Tony and Jello are on this one. They're definitely.
Wait till this last question, boys. Just wait.
He said you can't read out loud very well, guy. What are you talking about? I've been reading these just fine. I think shit. Fuck you, Tony. You read them then. But question number 10, the final question of the chat trivia. What team has never played on Thanksgiving? Is it the A, Eagles, B, Broncos, C, Jaguars, or D, Packers? What team has never played on Thanksgiving? Eagles, Broncos, Jaguars, or Packers? I'll give you guys about 20 seconds. time to get to this final question in the chat trivia. The question was, what team never played on Thanksgiving? Was it the Eagles, Broncos, Jaguars, or Packers? Some people think this one was easy. Some people think this one was hard. I don't know. But Jello, what do you think this answer is? What team has never played on Thanksgiving? Was it the Eagles, Broncos, Jags, or Packers?
There's only one team on there not deserving of playing on Thanksgiving. I know that sounds weird, but it's the jack shit Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Jalen says C, Jacksonville. Tony says C, Jacksonville. My dad says C, Jacksonville. Tony says, I answered that fast as fuck. Y'all can't say I Googled that motherfucker. That might have been the only one, but that may have been the easiest question.
Could be.
I just picked one. No, I'm just fucking with you, Tony. I really don't think you Googled, but it is a little sus. You went 10-0. The answer to that is C, the Jaguars.
We got one more question, too.
Oh, yeah. Tony or Jello has a fucking surprise one. Oh, shit. This might throw everyone off. But for real, the answer is the Jaguars. All of you guys took a dub in that one. Blake Trevino said in the Twitch chat that was kind of hard. He said that question was kind of hard. But like Jello said, there's only one team out of all these that are not deserving of playing on Thanksgiving ever.
At any point, yeah.
And maybe in the next 3-4 years, I'm going to have to see how Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer do. But even at that point, it's not a guarantee. I don't want to see them on Thanksgiving. Fuck that. I want to see the Jags. You know what I'm saying? But that was the 10 questions I had. Drop your guys' chat or drop your guys' records in the chat. Jello has one more surprise question for everybody. No one knew about this one, not even myself. But Jello has it on board. Jello, go ahead and ask your question, my brother.
All right, so this could be a 2-point question. No multiple choice on this one. You got to tell me who it is and the fact after that. So for the first point, who holds the rushing touchdown record in the NFL? And you get a bonus point if you tell me how many touchdowns that person scored.
Who holds the rushing touchdown
record in 1 year, and a bonus point for how many touchdowns he scored. We'll give you 10 seconds.
I'll give you guys. I'll give you guys 10 seconds for that because I don't even know that shit. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop my answer. Promise that. What the fuck's going on with this music? Time. No bullshit. So actually, I don't know that one. So we're going straight to the chat. Tony straight up said LT. That's actually a great answer. Jalen said 10-0. Give me my prize, motherfucker. Nick, you tuned out for part of those questions. I didn't see an answer for like 3 of them. So try me again. Blake Trevino in the Twitch chat says LT. I went out on a limb, bro. I said Chris Johnson. I have no idea. I said Chris Johnson. He had a crazy couple seasons. Maybe it could have been there. Tony said, we did this last week. And then Jalen said, no, motherfucker, nobody knows that. He said, easy. It was on the Wednesday show. What the fuck? My guess is Reggie Bush. Ooh, and then my dad has a bonus question. All right. But Jello, I really have no clue what the answer is. So tell us.
I was LaDainian Tomlinson.
Was it really?
Yep. And how many touchdowns do you think he scored in that year?
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
Tony said it's 24.
Close.
Is that true? Or is that false?
Is it really 24, Tony? That's the question.
Wow.
It's 28.
Damn, 28 touchdowns. Bonus question from the chat. Bonus question. What number did the host, Eric Holmes Jr., wear? Was it A, 7, B, 18, C, 12, or D, 10?
10.
Drop it fast. Drop it fast. Jello says 10. Jello says 10. Jalen says Eric Holmes, A. Jalen says 7. Jay says 7. And Tony literally dropped 24 about 7 times and then dropped 28. Tyler says 10. Blake says 10. Everybody knows what I wore. I wore the 10, the 10. I really background. I didn't want that number. My number was 5, freshman, sophomore, and then going into junior year, we had this thing called 90%ers Club where you showed up to weights every morning at 6 a.m. during the summer. And I was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm sleeping in. I didn't show up. And I went in there to get my number, and my head coach was like, what number's yours? 5? And just tossed me 10 and was like, bye. And from there on, I was like, I have to rock this number. Like, I'm not used to rocking double-digit numbers. I'm usually rocking 5 or 2 or something like that, bro. Fuck this. I can't do this. And then I just embraced it. Ended up being on Applebee's wall. Shout out Applebee's for that. Beautiful shit. Tony said 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Oh, Tony said his computer's tripping. My bad. I had my shit in lock. Hey, it is what it is. But that is the end of the Rick T podcast chat trivia. Big shout out to all of you guys who answered those questions. Those were great questions. Jello, thank you for your extra bonus question. I appreciate that one. It's the real deal. But thank you guys for playing chat trivia. We'll get into this next thing. We're going to be ending episode 29 here in 1 minute. Shout out to Alexander's Angels, man. Here at the Rick T podcast, we choose Alexander's Angels. Alexander's Angels is an organization that helps raise awareness and acceptance for people with Down syndrome. We here at the Rick T podcast are 100% with and fully support Alexander's Angels. Like we've been saying for weeks upon weeks upon weeks, go over to their website. Let us know how you guys got involved, whether it was donating, whether it was going on the walks that they promote, whether it was just sending a message to those kids. Let us know how you guys are getting involved. You guys might win some special gifts from Jello, some special gifts from me. We want to see you guys get involved in some charity, especially the charity that we're promoting. We definitely want to see it happen. So, Jello, do you have anything to say about Alexander's Angels?
Just keep doing what you're doing. We're still working out the kinks with getting a hold of Esther and everything like that, who runs that charity. But I mean, they're well into the 6 figures in money raised. Last time I checked, it was 684,000 plus raised for. You can go on their website. You can check out where the money goes to, what other organizations this money goes to for this research, everything like that. So please just go check them out and just look this up. They do a lot of great stuff. Located out of Jericho, New York. Great people, great organization. Let's keep supporting them.
Completely agree on that. Tony's got to go. Weird. If you were on the show, would you go? Would you just leave us?
Yeah, you would go to Google.
Yeah, go to Google. Fuck out of here, Tony. Man, get out of here. No, I'm just fucking with you, man. Peace out. I'll hit you up later, man. Hit me up when you get your phone fixed. Pops, appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in to Rick T Podcast episode 29. He said he hopes you get your phone fixed, Tony. So do we. We need the third host on here. But shout out to Alexander's Angels. Big deal for us. Big deal for us here at the Rick T Podcast. Shout out to YouTube, man. Straight up. Thank you, YouTube, for helping us here over at the Rick T Podcast. Show and promote NFL and NBA highlights, incoming news, and much more. What you guys see here at the Rick T Podcast with the videos and images are all brought to you by YouTube. Straight up. YouTube helps us out. We didn't do anything from YouTube. We actually used Huddle tonight. But shout out to YouTube for helping us with all of our highlight tapes that we used last episode. All the highlight tapes we're going to use in the future, stuff like that, news, pictures, images, stuff like that. Shout out to YouTube. You guys help us out a lot. We're not copyrighting anything. Nothing's taken from the fucking TV on fucking UFC fights or nothing like that. We don't show it in the background, nothing like that. We get our stuff straight from YouTube, no copyrighted shit. So shout out to YouTube. Xylo Graphic Designing Company, man. Big shout out to Xylo Graphic Designing Company. Xylo Graphic Designing Company is a graphic design group that makes custom images and videos for shows, bands, and podcasts like ourselves to improve the quality of work and bring whatever subjects to the next level. So let's give a warm round of applause to Xylo Graphic Design Company for all the great work on tonight's show. We are proud and excited to have you as a part of the team. Follow them on Instagram at Xylo.gfx and check them out. Their work outside on this show. They're definitely dope. So definitely go check him out. He does some fucking cool ass goddamn images. I was trying to get the fucking the new entrance video that he made for us. Couldn't get it on here to the MP4 thing. But I'm gonna have to send it to my boys, let everyone know what you can do. Jesse, I want a bunch of clips from this podcast made into entrance videos and exit videos. I love this podcast. We had a bunch of fucking fun with you guys tonight. So big shout out to Xylo Graphic Design Company. Go give them a follow on YouTube, Instagram, shit like that. They're definitely on all of them. So big shout out to Xylo Graphic Design Company, man. Glad to have you a part of the team, man. But straight up, let's get to the end of it. Thank you to everyone who tuned into episode 29 of the Rick T Podcast. We're live every Wednesday and Saturday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time until the weekend after the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl Sunday, we are moving to one show a week on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. to try to make it life easier for us and for our fans. Talk Your Talk's new day and time will be Saturday nights at 10 p.m. So it's just going to be a 10 p.m. show at Saturday night, 9 a.m. show in the morning on Sunday. You know what I mean? So we'll keep it popping. We'll get all the news in that weekend podcast. So Talk Your Talk Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Our new time after Super Bowl Sunday will be Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. So definitely hit us up. One show a week will give us more of a chance to get more information to talk about throughout the show. With more information, that means a longer show for you guys to enjoy. So follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Also follow and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch to keep updated with all the Rick T Podcast changes. And like I said last episode, I'm going to need y'all to subscribe on Twitch, man. I know it's acting up tonight, but I'm going to need y'all to subscribe. I'm going to need y'all to shoot over to the Instagram, subscribe. I'm going to need y'all to shoot over to the Facebook page, subscribe. Dead ass, bruh. He said, good show, boys. Only thing wrong is seeing you ugly motherfuckers.
Sounds about right.
The fucked up part is we seen your ugly ass too tonight.
Yep.
Just on a highlight tape. It is.
Hey, we got kids, man. So, we can't be pretty all the time.
Fucking fathers, man.
Straight up.
God. Yes, sir. I got you. There's some good clips. Appreciate you, brother. That's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to see. Let's make it happen. Let's go to the next level. We had good viewers tonight. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning into episode 29 of the Rick T Podcast. Jello, you got anything to say before we rock out of here?
We appreciate you guys. Remember, I know it's a big task into that 1,000 subscribers, but once we get there, it's about to rain gifts out here and giveaways. We're going to do giveaways along the way as well. I got tons of stuff planned for that. I got tons of stuff put away already for you. You've seen some of it. There's some stuff you won't see. I just wanted to be special in that aspect. So just keep this up. Keep the support. We appreciate everything you do, every comment. That we really appreciate you guys, and you guys are definitely helping us grow. So let's keep doing it.
Deadass. Every comment, every like on social media, every share of our tweets, of our posts, put them on your story, like them, comment on them. Tell us how much you love the show. Tell us what we can do better, what we're doing wrong, stuff like that. You know what I mean? We love our fans getting interacted with us, so definitely tell us what we can do. But thank you to everyone who tuned into the Rick T Podcast, episode 29. Jello, always a pleasure to have you, my brother. Sorry we couldn't have Tony tonight. Thank you for coming on tonight, though. This boy went to his mom's, got that good Wi-Fi until he got his.
I had to. Dude, my shit's all out of whack. This is just getting expensive at this point. So,
and this podcast is something you need to do every week, bro. It's just a release. It's all this sports stuff. Rick T Mafia, baby. You already know what it is. Thank you. Welcome to the Rick T Mafia. It's the group. It's the team. We do it for the fans. We do it for ourselves. But like I said, thank you to everyone who tuned in to episode 29. Jello, we will talk. I will see you Wednesday, my brother. Everyone who tuned in, thank you for watching. We will see you all Wednesday. Thank you for watching Rick T Podcast, episode 29. Peace. We are out of here.
I feel kind of fine, standing next to you. Baby girl, how do I look in my do-rag? Would you tell me the truth? Stay with me and love me through the night. Endlessly, I'ma keep on all my chains when I'm making love to you. Hold me close and let me squeeze you tight through the night. But baby girl, how do I look in my do-rag? Would you tell me the truth? Do you like my do-rag? Watch me go zoom, zoom. Baby girl, how do I look in my do-rag? Would you tell me the truth? Stay with me and love me through the night.